Hello, welcome to episode 6 of Project 90. I am I'm close to day 50 now, which is so crazy. This is episode 6, and episode 6 should have been a week ago, but I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm just really not going to beat myself up. I am here, and this is me showing up imperfectly. And man, it really rubs up against the places where I can be very linear, and this is what I'm going to do, and every week I'm going to do this, and this is what it's going to look like, and a lot of rules, because I feel like setting the things and expectations are the things that keep you moving forward and keep you intentional. But I guess also there's a space for allowing for life and coloring outside the lines and allowing me the space to move all throughout this. That seems like a big one for me. But I just kind of want to recap where I was on episode 5, which is getting into this messy middle, which I've been in for a couple of weeks now. And it's this place where I start something and then it feels mushy. I don't know what words to say other than it starts to just kind of fall apart or get obscure or I don't know. Like, this is where I've worked so hard on so many things in the past. And then I just go poof, and I let it go. And I look back and so many projects and so many things I've created, like physical, like hours and hours of creation, only to get to a point or a place where I felt not connected to the idea anymore, and so then I put it down. And I can feel just even talking about this, like it's right here for me, this idea of not moving all the way through something. I really am excited about this moment in my life, and I really feel like it's worthy and it's important, and I want to share it, and I want to discover not only for myself but the ways in which I can be a support or be someone who lets you know that, hey, you can do the hard thing. You too can move through and create the thing that you really want to create, and it gets messy, and if your messy middle looks like mine, if I can just offer a safe place and someone to move alongside, then it would make all of this worth it. So, as I said, I moved from episode 5, which is, me just trying to stay in the consistency of my nutrition and all of that. I'm not gonna lie, it's been super challenging. And then to get on a plane and come and be on vacation, which I don't know, it doesn't feel like vacation. It feels like I'm moving in deeper to this part of my journey, which is amazing. I'm so grateful that it's on the Caribbean and that I get to go snorkeling and that I'm playing pickleball on these amazing, these courts with people I'm just meeting from around the world. Like, all of that is amazing, but it seems like a super reflective experience for me, which I'm grateful and I want and I desire, because as I am writing, I just keep bumping up against these places in me that I want to move through and really create I'm going to say it. Create a life I love. Ha! That felt good to say. I haven't said that in a long time. But it is so nostalgic for me to be back here in Akumal, which is just so close to my soul and so inspiring for me. It very much reminds me of all the things that I have said that I want in my life. And like anything, we move through different desires and different wants in our lives. But spending more time here, that was real and real important to me. And being here reminds me that, I need to, and maybe I'm finally in a place in my life where I can integrate this and come here for little chunks of time, because what it gives me is so deep and so rich and so valuable that I want more of it. So a couple of the things that I wanted to share, one is that it's hard, it's really hard as I do my shorts. They're just little short snippets of what I'm feeling each day. And oftentimes I have to end them really quickly because they can only be 3 minutes in order to be a short. So if you ever watch one of my shorts and you're like, why did she just stop talking, or why'd she end so abruptly, it's that. So I'm happy to just be able to speak freely and not feel like I can't carry out a whole thought. This feels really good to me right now. Gosh, let's see. I have so much to reflect on. First of all, coming here, I just planned it a few months ago, and I wasn't really thinking about who was coming with me or if I needed someone to come with me. A dear friend of mine was going to come for a few days of it, and that changed 2 or 3 days before I was leaving. And oddly, I knew that it was going to happen. I knew that I just felt like I was going to be alone on this, which ultimately I realize and I understand that it's exactly what I needed. Because there's something about being by yourself, especially in a different country, especially where you don't, speak the language fluently, or you don't, it's different. It's way outside of the box of what you normally do. Navigating all of that by yourself, I think, is just so powerful. I wish it for everyone. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but what you move through and what you get to experience is, to me, just so gratifying and so rewarding. So to be back here, it's been, I think, 6 or 7 years. So it took a bit for me to sort of get my bearings and find my way. And I feel like I'm just in it now, and that feels so just necessary and important for me right now, especially on this journey. So add pickleball to that. So funny and interesting. It's put me in these situations where I'm driving into these local spots and meeting lots of locals, and of course people, expats and people from all over the world, and playing a game I love, and the experience of just stepping in and not knowing anyone, and who am I going to be, and just me as a player, and all the things that I have been working through that I really talk about in my book, just my own personal journey of playing this game, and how I met with all the places in me that are you're not good enough, just old stuff that has just been so fascinating to work through. Fascinating, I can say now, but it was not fascinating in the beginning. It was painful. I wanted to quit a lot. But now to be in a different place and feel like, I can hold my own, I'm not the greatest player, but I can hold my own, and to walk onto a court and not know anything about anyone and no one know anything about me, and decide who I'm gonna be. It's been amazing to like find confidence and then doubt myself, and just the gamut of feelings and emotions has been awesome. And I love it. I love that I've integrated that. It's so bizarrely perfect. There's a part of me that's like also looking for, I want to do good with sound healing and yoga. And it's like this yin and yang of just energy of soft and sweet and reflective. And I had a massage, and just this like sweet and daring kindness gift to myself, and then to get on the court and then battle it out. It's just, I love it all, and I'm so grateful that I love all of that, because it gives me so much like deep introspection, I feel. So if one of the things that came up before I came to Akamal, I was just super inspired. I wanted to make some things so that, I don't know, I could wear them when I played. This is one of, peace, love, pickleball. But then this came up, play everywhere you go, and play everywhere you go, play everywhere you go. And someone who, I used to call myself a playologist. So it was just such a full circle moment to create this fun, like, branding. And I made a t-shirt, and creating my website, and it was just such an influx of energy to create and to enjoy myself in the process of like, wow, okay, where's this going? Okay, the book, it feels good. The play everywhere you go feels so me. It just feels like my heart. And then to come here and to actually play. And so this part, which is so interesting, because I think when I made my last episode, I felt disconnected, and I was in the messy middle around feeling rooted and connected to the sort of journey of what I'm doing, to the book and to the like actual tactile, nature of what it is I want to create. I was really doing well with nutrition and water and all of the things that the vitamins and the protein, and now I've flipped. Now I'm full on into the project of what I'm doing and feel like I'm like in it, and it feels really good, and I feel connected to it. And now I'm like, I gotta keep up with my water and my nutrition, and I'm on vacation, so it's challenging, but I'm doing my best. And last night I was like, I need a salad, and just making choices that are reaching for better, always reaching for better. Yeah. So I continue to reach for better in this episode. So one of the things I wanted to reflect on, why I started this journey of Project 90, why I play, why I want to share. I realized I wasn't just playing for skill or even for discipline. I was playing for connection with myself and others, and like what's possible when I do that. And I think being in a different country, getting on the court, like feeling all the feels before I actually stand on the court, and the second that first serve is served, it's like instant. We're just connected in this game. And that is really powerful. That makes me want to do more of that. That makes me want to travel more. That makes me want to find more courts and more people and more stories. Because everyone's got a story, and it's just beautiful that this game can weave together so many different people with so many different backgrounds, with just this desire to get on a court and hit a ball with a paddle and hope for the best. So as I move through my messy middle, and I'm in this commitment to move through this, really, and not in a linear way, not in a way that maybe I think I should have before I started this, not in a way that meets anyone's approval, but for me feels like truth. For me feels real, and this part of me that wants to get it right and wants to it be packaged. I think I recognize that sometimes you just gotta lose the rhythm. It's in the uncomfortable, it's in the messiness, in the disorientation, in the I talked about this piece where it's like I'm looking for permission or I'm looking for approval. Like, yes, that's the way to do it. This is the right thing. I gotta give it to myself. I gotta give that to myself, and I'm working on that. This trip has just been such a gift of the beautifulness of really finding my own North Star, my compass, the place in me that knows. Yeah, and to keep tapping into that. That's what this trip is about. So I will continue to write, and I will continue to share, and I appreciate you for joining me on this, and I hope that my experience and my journey offers you comfort wherever you are to do the thing or write the thing or move through a challenge or turn the page, whatever that looks like for you, that maybe you're just at a point and you feel stuck, or you feel like you just don't know how to do what's next. I hope that this journey and that these videos and that my sharing helps you just move the needle maybe just a little bit in whatever direction, just creates more ease in your life. And I will continue to give myself grace, and I will continue to be kind to me as I continue this journey of creating a life that lights me up and that feels like, just feel alive. It feels so good to feel alive. So I will stop there, and I will see you next time on episode 7. Keep moving towards your dreams, and I will do the same. Have an awesome day.